Let me start with something uncomfortable. If your biggest financial goal is to stop working, you've already misunderstood the game. I've met people with more money than they could ever spend, and they were miserable, not tired, not poor, empty. If you're watching this and you're anxious about retirement, about running out of money, about the future, listen carefully, because the way most people think about retirement quietly ruins the second half of their life. Here's what I see over and over again. People spend 40 years doing work they don't care about, telling themselves, just a few more years, then I'll live. They hoard money, they delay joy, they shrink their ambition every year and call it being responsible. Then retirement comes, and instead of freedom, they get boredom. Instead of peace, they get fear of spending, fear of aging, fear of becoming irrelevant. If that made you uncomfortable, good, because it means I'm talking to you. I don't think retirement is the finish line. I think it's a dangerous illusion. Over decades of building companies, nearly going broke, starting over, and watching people far smarter than me burn out, I learned something simple. By the end of this video, you'll understand why retiring early is often a trap. What actually keeps you sharp, wealthy, and alive, and how to think about money without living in fear of the future. I never planned to stop being useful. I never built companies so I could sit on a beach. I built them because problems bothered me. When people ask me, when will you retire? My honest answer is, retire from what? The most dangerous moment in life is when you stop feeling needed. That's when your mind softens. That's when your standards drop. Don't aim to retire from work. Aim to retire from meaningless work. I've watched high performers retire completely. The first year looks great. The second year feels quiet. By the third year, something's off. They lose urgency, they lose structure, they lose the edge that made them successful in the first place. Your brain is like a muscle. Stop using it. And it doesn't stay neutral, it weakens. Always have a project, always have a problem you're trying to solve, even if it's smaller than before. People obsess over age. I've met young people who mentally retired a decade ago. The difference isn't money, it's engagement. When you wake up curious, challenged, slightly uncomfortable, you stay alive. When you wake up trying to be comfortable, you decay. Protect your energy, not just your savings. Money without energy is useless. Too much safety leads to mental rust. Too much predictability leads to fear of change. I don't mean reckless risk. I mean intellectual risk, building something new, learning something hard, being a beginner again. Your retirement plan should include growth, not just protection. You've been told, work hard when you're young so you can relax when you're old. That's wrong. You don't need less purpose as you age. You need better purpose. You've been told, once you have enough money, you'll feel secure. Wrong again. Security doesn't come from numbers on a screen. It comes from knowing you can still create value. You've been told retirement equals freedom. No, relevance equals freedom. Here's how I think about it. Simple. Remember this. Stay useful. If people still need your skills, you're never obsolete. Stay curious. Learning keeps fear small. Stay lean. Low expenses buy freedom, not luxury. Stay building something, anything, a business, a system, a skill. Stay awake. Comfort is the enemy. Respect it, but don't live there. I don't care about retirement the way everyone else does, because I don't want to disappear while I'm still alive. I want my later years to matter. I want my mind sharp. I want my money working for a life, not replacing one. If this made you rethink how you're planning your future good, that was the point. If you want more hard lessons without the sugar coating, subscribe and don't miss the next one.